sahibo mulhum nazi one half purus जाने हमारे साहिबो mulhum nazi तू है या नहीं मन मन में ही मैं सोचूं कभी कभी तू है भरम या मन का भुना तू है भी या है नहीं साहिबो mulhum nazi
Welcome to Unbox with Tunvey, a show where we talk to people who've led unconventional lives, made some interesting choices, and are making a difference in the world, making an impact. Today, I have with me on the show two very, very interesting people, and I think it's going to be very fun, very interesting. Yeah, they're already shaking hands. I have with me Nikhil Rao, lead guitarist of Indian Ocean, and I have with me Mr. Amit Kilam, who's the drummer and vocalist of Indian Ocean as well. Welcome to the show. Yay, good to have you.
We haven't even started the show in so many allegations that we are fun,
Yeah.
we are interesting, we are unconventional. Now we will disprove each of these.
देखो ऐसा है कि
secondly
अभी
he is
जब
lead guitarist where is the other guitarist
oh, the only guitarist.
Actually, if anything, we have a lead bassist.
But देखो ऐसा है कि आम इंसान के लिए गिटार चाहे बेस हो चाहे गिटार हो सब सेम होता
ये
है.
हमको क्यों नहीं लीड ड्रमर क्यों नहीं बोलते कोई?
Lead.
करेक्ट. लीड परकशनिस्ट.
नहीं ठीक है वैसे
Drummer ठीक है, drummer ठीक है.
दम तक ही ठीक है
Yeah.
No, the reason I made all these allegations is because we were having a conversation just half an hour back, and it was fun and it was interesting and it was all of that. We just have to see now whether we can replicate it on camera.
Okay, chalo.
Big challenge thrown to you. तो पहले तो आप मुझे आप ही बताइए निखिल, since you started off, you tell me, you got campus recruited apparently into the band.
He is my recruiter, and so all the praises and brickbats are his. If at all I have a music career, it's actually because of
आप तो इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ रहे थे.
तो हाँ, इसमें नया क्या है? ये तो कितना अनकन्वेंशनल चीज मैंने कर दिया. देखो मैं इंडिया में 1.4 बिलियन है और मेरे को अकेले को आइडिया है कि इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ लेना चाहिए, ठीक है. बट नो, आई वाज सेइंग दैट एक मेरा भाई अनुराग राव है और एक अमित किलम है. सो if I have a music career, it's actually because of two guys. You know, music is, in the sense that, well, all of us play music. We love music. I've been playing forever. But I met these guys when I was a young guy. I was just out of college and I was preparing to move to Singapore and, study. I wanted to do a PhD actually in material science. And even back then, actually, Indian Ocean and Rahul's life experience was an influence on me. And I thought it was possible to balance music and academics. Sab ho jayega. And then I met these guys through Anurag Rao, my brother, who worked as their tour manager for a few years under Mr. Dhruv Jagasia. And Anurag, yeah.
We got his name
so we got to jam, and they were very open-minded. Even then, because I had built up that scene as a very big thing in my mind. Ki, I'm going to meet all these legends and giants, and these guys single-handedly इन्होंने music का scene set किया है इंडिया में. काफी कुछ सोच के गया था. And they were just playing cricket वहाँ पर करोल बाग में, आराम से बैठे जोक्स मार रहे हैं, चाय पिलाए मुझे, and बोला कि अच्छा चलो तू बजाता है ना तो कुछ बजा के सुना दे. So, and I didn't expect, because I was like, yeah, they will not give me the time of the day. Nobody's going to ask me to play. But then we played, and they actually, Amit I think was the first guy who was like, hey, you're doing something, because I was just about trying to develop this way of playing, some like Indian classical stuff. So, I was doing that, and I remember I was playing Rag Pilu, and he came in and he was like, hey, we want to jam to that. And he picked up a groove, and then I had to think, and then Rahul joined, and I was playing Sushmit's equipment, and he looked at me, indulgently, and then we had a great chat for the next several hours. And he said, you seem to be doing something interesting, so you should not give up on this. And Amit asked me, कि तू क्या करेगा? 4 साल तो मैं पढ़ाई करूंगा फिर नौकरी करूंगा. यार क्या आदमी है ये, क्या टाइम पास कर रहा है. So that was the first meeting, and then we kept in touch for the next 2 to 3 years. He would, through Anurag, just check on me, how is Nikhil doing, what's he up to? And well, many things happened, and it so happened that, Sushmit decided to start his own career with his own band. He'd already released an album by then, and he wanted to, his heart was, more there. And they asked me that, would you like to do music? Have you thought about this? And if, we cannot make the decision for you, because he said, it was easy for me. I never wanted to have a job, never wanted to go to an office, but I know that may not be your path. But if this is your path, then this is the good place to start.
Then this is my card.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's my card.
exactly. So it was a great...
Call me.
Yeah.
आपको कुछ भी याद है मेरे को कॉल करिए.
Yeah, and it was just so beautiful that I went from being a bedroom guitar player to actually playing in front of hundreds of people, and people
It's
actually
quite an
paying
unusual
good,
journey, huh? Because most people have had to rough it out, struggle,
Yes.
and here's like this is a hobby. I'm on stage.
Yeah.
It was like
So-
a overnight.
Which is why which is why I discourage people from taking this app as a career. I'm like, you will not get that lucky, guys. Please, please have some perspective. But hats off. We all know it's not an easy path.
No, but you probably obviously put in a lot of time and effort, which is what Amit saw when all these guys saw. The entire band realized that's why they invited you, I guess. I don't know what was in your mind.
There was no way that we could have known how much time and effort he has put in,
but he was sounding good.
But he was sounding good. He was more than good and ready as a guitar player. He was sounding original and genuine. So we already knew that Shushmit wanted to leave for some time, and it was not a hidden fact, or he wanted to do other things also, if not leave completely. So I think मेरा radar पहले से ही खुला हुआ था.
You were on the lookout.
कि if somebody had to replace Shushmit in some years maybe, or at least play along while he's also around, it should be somebody who has a voice of his own rather than
Just picking up.
Yeah, because the guitar is such a prominent instrument in the world, and there's many styles to play them, but most of them are Western in their nature. And when you find an Indian person playing the guitar who has taken the effort to at least think and feel that they can put in a little bit of their own upbringing into the instrument. It's not only the guitar, any instrument actually, which means that you're sensitive enough to think like that.
But how was it for you? You were also fairly young when you joined Indian Ocean.
It was just an instinctive call that worked out, nothing else. कुछ मतलब ऐसा मैंने कुछ सोचा ही नहीं था कि I liked the music. I found it very close to the music that I was doing on my own separately when I joined the band. And when I found that there's a very cool coming together of energies of Shushmit ऐसा गिटार बजाता है, मैं भी ऐसा बजाता था या सोचता था. Another case in point, like even I wanted to play, but of course I didn't play the guitar then. तो मेरे को लगा कि म्यूजिक अच्छा है, म्यूजिक वैसा ही है जैसा मैं भी बजाना चाहता हूँ. और
It just felt right.
It just felt okay and right. तो career wise I don't think I really ever thought कि इसमें क्या होगा, कहाँ तक फेल होगा. ये मेरे को पक्का पता था कि म्यूजिक में जा रहे हैं तो फेलियर रेट बहुत हाई होता है और बहुत लंबा एक चलना पड़ता है. किसी ने बताया था कि 10-15 साल तो लग जाएंगे. तो मैंने कहा ठीक है 10-15 साल हो गए, फिर तो लगा लेते हैं, देखी जाएगी.
That's so cool. No, because I think when we see people who created success in any field, we only see the tip of the iceberg. Nobody realizes that there's this whole journey behind, and it's not a straight line. ऐसा नहीं है कि I joined band and now how many years now?
For me, it's my 30th.
30th,
year.
na, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the band
अब मैं तो
itself.
मेरा डॉक्टरेट होने वाला है.
इतना देखो डीप हिस्ट्री में तो मुझे नहीं पता, बट आई विल जस्ट फ्रॉम द आउटसाइड आई विल ऑब्जर्व दैट दिस इज प्रोबेबली इंडियाज लॉन्गेस्ट कंटिन्यूअस बैंड. there are a few bands who started before Indian Ocean, but they took a pause 7-8 years, 10 years, 12 years, है ना. I would say this is the longest running. I think एक तो Indian Ocean, because of their unconventional convictions and choices, the trend business, Indian Ocean is kind of, the rules don't apply to Indian Ocean. We are exempt.
I don't think you've ever followed any trends.
So nobody will
Your
tell us that
sound is
तुम्हारा टाइम
independent.
चला गया. In some senses हमारा टाइम कभी आया ही नहीं, या तो हमारा टाइम हमेशा है.
Correct.
And because the choice of matter of whether it's the songs or whatever, these are actually, the attraction is that they are eternal questions. Like when Sanjeev Sharma writes a piece for us, when he writes 10 lines, these are issues that humans have grappled with for centuries.
Yeah.
तो हम क्या इसमें अपना 2 साल में irrelevant हो जाएंगे, तो फिर कबीर भी irrelevant हो जाएगा, ऐसा है तो.
I wondered about this for some time. कि what makes the band relevant at all times? Because clearly the world of the business of art, any sort of art, runs through fads and seasonal likes and dislikes. So मे बी, एंड आई मे बी रॉन्ग, बट मे बी होता क्या है कि हम लोगों को कोई प्रेशर ही नहीं है कि हमें आज वो दिखाना है जो दुनिया बोल रही है इस वक्त. तो इस वक्त अगर हम सब किसी को गाली देना चाहते हैं तो हमें इस वक्त गाली देने की इच्छा नहीं हो रही है उसको. या अगर किसी की जय जयकार चल रही है या कोई टॉपिक बड़ा सही हो गया कि ये इंस्टा में ना रील बहुत चल रही है आजकल, सब लोग कर लो, तो हमारा एक नेचुरल फिल्टर है, मे बी वी आर सिनाइल, कि we will go away from that topic automatically, but also because genuinely हो गया इंस्टा में रील फेमस, तो क्या हो गया?
We have nothing meaningful to add, ऐसा वाली फीलिंग.
मैं तो फिर भी सुबह सुबह उठ के कॉफी लूंगा और आराम से यहाँ करके गिटार बजाऊंगा ना. तो कर लो, आप नाच लो, आप you know you're we are happy for you, but it's not exciting for us beyond a point to listen to the news and then get enamored by it.
चलो आप लोग you're seasoned enough not to get pressurized, but triggers तो होते हैं pointing you in different directions. Sometimes it's your manager, sometimes it's marketing, sometimes it's it could be anything.
Yeah.
No, it's a good question. I'll give an example based on the last album. अभी हमने album बनाया तू है, and this has been an album that's been with us for like 7-8 years almost, different songs at different points in time. And when we were releasing it, we were sitting with management, and some people in the management had the view that कि गाना बहुत लंबा है, and with living in this world today where attention span is now shrunk to 30 seconds. इसके बाद मुझे
Give
नहीं
me
लगता
meaningful information in 30 seconds or less.
और less, ऐसे देखो हो गया.
5-second reels are trending on Instagram.
इसके बाद मुझे लगता है कि आफ्टर अबाउट 10 years ना लोगों को बात भी नहीं करनी है. ऐसे हमारे पास एक चिप होगी यहाँ, ठीक है, हम जाएंगे ना तो हमारा ब्लूटूथ आपके ब्लूटूथ को कैच कर लेगा. सोच लिया, सारा कुछ हो गया, इन्फॉर्मेशन का आदान प्रदान हो चुका है, आप अपना काम करिए, हम अपना काम करेंगे. तो हमको बोला कि गाने शायद छोटे कर लो. We thought about it for a little while and we realized कि हाँ हो सकता है चलते हैं, बट ये तो सालों से चल रहा है ना, ये तो 60-70 से चल रहा है कि रेडियो एडिट होता है, छोटा होता है. फिर राहुल ने बोला नहीं, हमने जो गाने बनाए उसको हम काटेंगे क्यों, उसको ऐसे ही रहने देते हैं. बट एट द सेम टाइम ही इज ऑल्सो ऑफ द व्यू एंड सो आर वी कि छोटा गाना बना के भी देख लेते हैं.
Correct.
So it's not that we are shunning the new ideas or whatever, but जो नेचुरली बन गया है अब उसको रेट्रोफिट करो, क्योंकि मार्केट में सिर्फ 3 मिनट का वीडियो ही चलेगा और व्हाटएवर गाना ही चलेगा. सो आई थिंक दैट ऑथेंटिसिटी इन ईच मेंबर अलाउज अस टू बी रेलेवेंट एट ऑल टाइम्स, बिकॉज वी आर हु वी आर राइट नाउ. अभी अगर मैं सनकी हो गया हूं तो अब मैं सनकी ही गाने बनाऊंगा, अगर मैं सनकी नहीं हूं तो मैं वैसे गाने बनाऊंगा. इट इज वेरी सिंपल.
Is it easy to earn money from music?
See, in any field you need talent in that field and conviction, determination. The conviction and determination can come irrespective of talent.
Correct.
आप talented नहीं भी हो, आप बहुत convicted लोग मिल जाएंगे, convince अपने को रहते हैं कि भाई हाँ मैं तो ये कर लूंगा, ये तो हो जाएगा वो सब. But somewhere down the line after 5 years, 6 years, you need to have an honesty meter on yourself and say कि हाँ are you good enough to be in here? Is the kind of stuff that you're doing, is it making any sense to you beyond a point? क्या will you be able to live with your music and say हाँ ये मेरा है, खुशी से.
True. But like I said, I was asking you, was it an easy decision? Has it been? I'm sure it was financially challenging. It wasn't easy.
Financially challenging is, I don't know. I mean, it's easier for me to say it 30 years down the line, but depending on what you want in life,
I guess
then you can
to be
set
clear.
your meter in that fashion. If I had any notions of owning a Ferrari by age 35,
then this is not the right
then
field.
this is not the right field to get into it for me right now, and then I should be doing some other form of music, even if I had to be in music. But
Correct.
if you set your sights on something else, and then money becomes not the marker of your success.
I don't think money should be a marker of success anyway, but
no,
unfortunately
it's
right
easier
now it
said
is.
than done for, I mean, for me in this position right now. But I can understand that when kids and parents think about careers, they think कि आगे sustainability कितनी है, क्या होगा. I'm sure मेरे parents ने भी सोचा होगा, मैंने भी सोचा होगा थोड़ा बहुत. मगर if you set your sights not as कि मुझे ना सिर्फ X amount of पैसा कमाना है by this age, then things become actually easier. Then it doesn't seem like a struggle, because that is what you're giving into your.
Correct.
वो तुम्हारा तप है, उसको अगर तुम स्ट्रगल ही बोल दोगे तो फिर वो क्या ही है.
But when you're talking about going overboard, I've been in events, or been in media, and I've been part of the event industry. My mum was in events, so we spent a lot of time. A lot of my friends are in events, and I used to MC at one point.
Nepotism.
Nepotism.
Nepo kid. You're a nepo kid.
No, I'm not a nepo kid. Yeah, my mum, I didn't get any work from mum. And I was in school when she was in events. When she moved on, that's when I got in. So yeah. But I used to see these tech riders, and there was invariably this gossip around technical riders that used to come, Iska tech rider dekha, iska tech rider dekha, because there are tech riders that say, I want white roses and only Evian water in my hotel room.
Right.
And and when you started playing, I'm sure you played on any tech that was given. मतलब जो mic मिला, जो stage मिला, जो sound मिला, जब शुरू करते तो उस time पे you play with what you get, you're not fussy. So over the years, you think your tech riders evolved? I'm sure it has. But how do you keep it sane?
Tech rider, धीरे, as you grow in music, in stature, everything, धीरे वो बढ़ता रहता है.
No, because I think your audience also expects a certain quality of music from you. So you have to.
Tech rider, till the time it is really limited to tech, becoming more and more complex is a fair call, because let's say you need the best speakers to play, you need no feedback, you need better mics and all, which is kind of okay, which is fair enough, because you're putting out a show for the public now. Nahi humko bhi kharab milna chahiye, nahi public ko bhi kharab.
And now all these devices have generations that you have to
upgrade.
We are all in the
fully
in the
with you on that
But
one.
yes, it does become a little comical when people say कि मेरे को ना brown color का तौलिया नहीं चाहिए कमरे में. अब यार तौलिया है यार, मुंह ही तो साफ करना है, कर लो. तुम भी तो 10 साल पहले ग्रीन तौलिया से भी तो साफ करते थे. अभी क्या हो गया ऐसा? तो आई थिंक बीच में ये लोगों ने एक नया वो फैड किया था कि अगर हम बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड चीजें रखेंगे, उससे हमें पता चल जाएगा कि ऑर्गेनाइजर हमको ध्यान दे रहा है कि नहीं दे रहा है. क्योंकि लुक, to be fair, all of us have gone through some of the biggest scamsters in history.
Yeah, and you get hired for shows, and when you reach there, you realize what was committed, what's there is.
But it is like calling everybody a chore. But the reality is different. The reality is that we met 85% organizers who have been gentlemanly and nice and decent, maybe broke but decent. No, which ऐसा भी मिला है. But उसका मतलब ये तो नहीं सभी चोर हैं. तो आपने क्या किया कि सब चोरों को ढूंढने की बजाय आपने तो कहा कि सभी चोर हैं. तो ऐसा करो ना, मेरे को ब्राउन टॉवल दे दो, ये दे दो, वो कर दो, वो कर दो.
Just to ensure कि भैया ये genuine बंदा है कि नहीं.
आपको क्या करना है? वो वैसे ही in a country like ours where the system is different from the West, where the bands and artists don't do their own shows, somebody's doing that as a business. So if you are not also slightly supportive of him, just the way you expect audiences to be supportive of you, you're not being overtly fair in this world. तो अगर आप ऑर्गेनाइजर का ध्यान ही नहीं रखना चाहते हो, एंड यू थिंक कि वो अब तुम्हारा स्टैचर इतना है कि वो लो है, वो नहीं है. शाहरुख खान, ऑर्गेनाइजर, तन्वी, अमित, all humans, all equal. At the base end, we are all fine and same. तो उतना तो रिस्पेक्ट दे ही सकते हैं.
True. But you guys got frustrated with the whole infrastructure at one point and put all your music up. You released one album, just put it on YouTube and said, सब देखो अपना वेबसाइट पे.
तब हमें लगता था कि म्यूजिक कंपनीज, बिकॉज दैट वाज द ओनली सिस्टम अवेलेबल दैट टाइम, इंटरनेट आया भी नहीं था उतनी तरह से, पूरी तरह से. तो हमें लग रहा था कि सारे ही लोग कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऐसे करवाते हैं कि सारे राइट्स भी तुम्हारे खत्म हो जाते हैं, तुमको पैसे भी थोड़े कमी मिलते हैं.
In all perpetuity. Everything is in all perpetuity.
हमें कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, हम किसी को भी बेच देंगे, ये कर देंगे, वो कर देंगे. तो फिर हमें लग रहा था कि हमको तो पैसे मिल नहीं रहे हैं और नंबर्स कुछ दिखाते हैं. नाउ यू कैन बी जनरली not trusting of the numbers, but you can also trust them, whatever. तो पैसे मिल नहीं रहे हैं, 200 रुपए की सीडी बिक रही है, उसमें से तुम्हें 30 रुपए मिलेंगे, कंपनी के इतने सारे मार्जिन्स होते हैं. Fair enough, company has a business to run and they have to take out their costs, they're putting in the money, but हमें लग रहा था कि जनता से 250 रुपए ले रहे हो या जनता से जो भी 300 रुपए ले रहे हो, आर्टिस्ट को 30 रुपए दे रहे हो, बाकी बीच में से इतना बड़ा चेन है और अब इंटरनेट भी आ गया है. तो फिर क्या ही करना, कुछ ऐसे ही दे दो जब हमको पैसे मिल ही नहीं रहे हैं.
So let people enjoy it.
वो भी दे दो.
True. But this new album that's come out, and I've heard lots of your interviews, and you all jammed to those songs over years. I think that's been your process, where you've played a song at festivals and something has evolved and that's when it goes into an album. It's not like आपने गाना बनाया album में डाला और फिर shows में बजाया. It's literally the other way around for you guys, right? How is the whole experience? This is the first album release for you, Nikhil, right?
Second
No,
after
second.
Tandanu.
Second, acha.
But Tandanu, I was still in internship. So yeah, this is, I think, yeah. And also Tandanu mein, I inherited a lot of the material that was, swirling around. So I just had to just about show up, do my job, and that's fine, because most of the songs were written. This was a harder one. Like they always say that, author ka second book, everybody has one good book in there. कि क्या है वो लिख पाता है कि नहीं. So I think it was hard one. It took its own time. We did a lot of work. We did a lot of travel, a lot of songwriting, and of course COVID also took away a little bit of our time. So that's why it took 9 years since Tandanu. But I think it's a good picture of where the band is. This current lineup is now a fairly stable lineup for at least 10-11 years. And that's an entire lifetime for modern bands, because band बन भी गया, पॉपुलर भी हो गया और तीसरे साल में टूट भी गया. और हम अभी भी सोच रहे हैं कि हम ये यंग बैंड हैं, तो हम लोग मतलब डायनासोर के टाइम स्केल पे हम चल रहे हैं एक्चुअली.
But you see, I think that's what keeps you guys, relevant, to use the word again. It's just because you're experimenting. You've not put any burden on yourself. You've not put any talwar कि हमें ये हर एक साल में एक album निकालनी है, हमें कुछ ये करना है. Like there is nothing. You're just enjoying the process and something beautiful comes out of it, right?
Yeah. It's fun.
Which is your favorite song from the new album?
मैं सोचूंगा थोड़ा, मेरे को immediately नहीं आ रहा है.
Which is your favorite
Immediate
song?
नहीं आया कुछ भी.
मुश्किल है, I think.
They're all favorites.
अब क्या ही पता है.
सारे ही गाने बहुत
सारे हमारे
अच्छे हैं.
फेवरेट्स. देखो आप एक आर्टिस्ट से ऐसा कुछ है, ऐसा होता है. हम लोग गलती करते हैं, कभी कभी गाने अच्छे नहीं बनते हैं. मेरे को तो आई थिंक टॉस अप बिटवीन जादू माया एंड तू है. और but philosophically I do like the Kabir song a lot.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Okay, for me it is Jungle and Istandhan. Because I think that of the 6 songs that were on this album, these songs have got the least airtime. But I think they're very good compositions. I think.
So you want to hum something for us?
We can do something from the new album. We can do a little bit of Tu Hai. We can do a little bit of Kasturi also.
Please.
What do you? Huh?
Yes, anything. Go for
आप
it.
बताओ पहले क्या सुनोगे आप?
अरे मैं तो एल्बम लूप पे सुन रही हूँ, तो मेरे को तो आप कुछ भी सुनाओगे, मेरे को बहुत
गिटार
अच्छा
का वो
लगेगा.
ट्यूनिंग फोर्क तोड़ दे और फिर नीचे कर दे.
ट्यूनिंग तोड़ के ऐसा डीप बेस बिल्कुल.
ठीक है. अच्छा ये
साहिबो म्यूल हमराची 1.5 यूरोस जाने हमारे साहिबो म्यूल हमराची. तू है या नहीं मन मन में ही मैं सोचूं कभी कभी. तू है भरम या मन का भुना, तू है भी या है नहीं. साहिबो म्यूल हमनाची.
It's got such an amazing vibe.
It's got a Kashmiri vibe.
Yeah, it's got a full Kashmiri vibe.
Go.
Yeah, I haven't heard too many Kashmiri songs. Is it possibly one of the few which has like a very...
This one has actually a Kashmiri vibe to it. The whole riff structure and all is...
then it goes places and comes back.
Yeah. But the other songs we have that have some Kashmiri lyrics. पूरे कश्मीरी फील, मतलब म्यूजिकली उतना भी ज्यादा कश्मीर का नहीं आता, इसमें थोड़ा ज्यादा आता है. बट है एक कौन में था कंदीसा में एक छोटा सा कश्मीरी लाइन. उसके बाद तंदनु में था.
तंदनु में था, रोड़े था.
रोड़े, the song we did with Vishal Dadlani.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one also.
Nice. Do you want to play one more thing? Then we'll...
क्या कर रहे हैं हम?
कस्तूरी गाना.
ठीक है, गा देते हैं.
The engineer in him come saying Kasturi hasn't got enough airtime. Let's just give it a little bit of airtime.
बाट न पाया मीठा पानी और छोर की दूरी रे। मन कस्तूरी रे जग दस्तूरी रे, बात हुई ना पूरी रे। मन कस्तूरी रे जग दस्तूरी रे, बात हुई ना पूरी रे। कहा खोजे अपनी गंध न पावे, खोजे अपनी गंध न पावे रे। चादर का पैबंद न पावे, बिखरे बिखरे छंद सा ठहरे, दोहों में ये बंध न पावे। नाचे होके फिर की लट्टू, नाचे होके फिर की लट्टू, खोजे अपनी धूरी रे। मन कस्तूरी रे जग कस्तूरी रे, बात हुई ना पूरी रे।
Yay! Okay, last question. What's the one value you think that you love about each other? Like, what is it that you say, okay, this is something that I love about?
ऐसे सबके बारे में बताना?
अरे
नहीं,
आप एक दूसरे के बारे में बता सकते हैं?
मुझे लगता है कि हम अभी भी म्यूजिकल चीजों में जो डिफरेंस होता है एक दूसरे पे, उसमें एक दूसरे को बोल पाते हैं खुल के कि मेरे को ये अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है या ठीक नहीं है या काम नहीं कर रहा, मतलब तमीज से, लेकिन फिर भी एटलीस्ट वी हैव द वॉइस टू से दैट वी डोंट लाइक दिस, एंड
The ability to have a difference of opinion without it becoming an
personality
without
issue,
becoming
yeah.
a personal issue.
Yeah.
I think that is something if everybody could apply in every area of their
Yeah,
life.
I wish I could apply it to everything.
It's been an absolute blast chatting with both of you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
hope you all enjoyed it. We'll catch you on another episode of Unbox with Tunvey.